Anxiety disorders found in Batman Begins. Bruce Wayne. He is the main character. His root of anxiety is childhood trauma. He was born into a wealthy family. The setting of the movie is the large city of Gotham. His parents were murdered in front of him as a kid. Gotham is a city with a large crime rate that has a politically corrupt system which Bruce uses to his advantage as he becomes Batman. Diagnosis. I diagnosed him as specific phobia, which is a marked fear or anxiety about a specific object or situation. Bruce's specific phobia is bats. As a child, Bruce was traumatized after falling down a well and being swarmed by bats. This is still relevant today in his adult life. Modern culture sees this as an irrational fear of bats or a fear that can be overcome. Symptoms. First symptom I noticed was the phobic object or situation almost always provokes immediate fear or anxiety. Example in the film was when Bruce was exposed to fear gas, he hallucinated and saw bats fluttering around him. The second symptom I noticed was the need to escape. The example for that is when Bruce opened a box and bats flew out, he jumped away and attempted to hide. The symptom that I noticed was the weakest in the film was persistent fear, the fear, anxiety or avoidance, and persistent, typically lasting for 6 months or more. Example of that is as Batman, he doesn't fear bats besides from the fear gas and the box. Possible treatments. A possible treatment could be a mix of counseling and exposure. Counseling could help Bruce get a second opinion, second source of input, help him talk through his trauma. And the other possible treatment would be exposure therapy, which allowed Bruce to interact with bats slowly until he was comfortable with them. From the broader perspective, I believe that this film did a great job accurately portraying an anxiety disorder due to how in-depth the rooted fear was, showing the event that traumatized him as a kid and how it relates to the death of his parents, and showing how he struggles with it as an adult. And I also enjoyed how the portrayal of anxiety also shows no matter who you are or what background you come from, or even if you're a superhero, that this mental disorder could still happen to you, could happen to anyone. And